God says, I want you to be with this person for life. Their name will shock you. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. Do not rush past this moment, because what you are about to understand carries weight for your future and your peace. This isn't about stress or fear. It's about being clear, being in sync, and finding the truth that feels good in your spirit. You are not being forced to do anything. I am just opening your eyes to see what is already in front of you. What I'm about to tell you is not meant to trick you. Its purpose is to lead you to something real, stable and strong that won't fall apart when things get tough. You will start to understand what your heart has been telling you, but you couldn't put into words if you stay present and take this all in. I'm talking about a connection that isn't based on confusion, chasing, or being afraid of losing someone. You can't hide the person I want you to see behind games or silence. They are also not someone who makes you doubt your own worth. Having this person around makes things calm down instead of getting out of hand. Someone who doesn't get in the way of your goal, but instead helps it. It may have come as a surprise because you didn't see it coming. Being surprised doesn't mean it's wrong, though. What's right doesn't always look like what you thought it would, but your spirit knows it right away when it feels peaceful. To agree, type yes. Pay close attention now, because this is more important than you think. Their name will surprise you not because I want to keep it a secret, but because your mind is used to looking in the wrong place. You've been drawn to chaos instead of calm, to doubt instead of peace, and that has caused you to miss what is really meant for you. I'm not trying to change your mind by force, but by the truth, which is impossible to deny once you see it. Surprise isn't about making a scene. That's what it's about. When you finally understand that, it will feel like something inside you has finally clicked into place. Please like this video if it speaks to your heart, so that this truth can reach more people who need it. You've been asking for clarity, and I've heard every silent ask, every moment of doubt, and every time you thought you might be picking the wrong people. When I answer, I'm not confused. In response, I am giving it direction. The person I want you to go with isn't perfect, but they are reliable. And being consistent is what makes something last. They aren't just trying to charm you with words. They act in ways that show what they want to do. You might have missed them because they weren't as intense as what you were used to. But sometimes what you're used to isn't the best thing for you. You are now learning that there is a difference between being excited and being at peace. When things change, excitement goes away, but peace stays even when things aren't perfect. That peace comes from the person I'm pointing you toward, which is why this is so important. Please don't rush into anything. What I want from you is to pay attention, observe, and stop ignoring what feels steady and true. When something is in line with my will, I don't have to fight it all the time to keep it alive. You are not being taken in the wrong direction. You're being led out of it. Everything that happened in the past that made you feel empty taught you what isn't meant for you. Every moment of disappointment has helped you learn to tell the difference between fake and real. You can see better now that you're standing here than before. The person I'm telling you about is not here to take from you. They're here to help you build. This isn't about getting lost in someone else. You need to find someone who walks with you, without taking you away from who you are meant to be. I'm not taking away your choice. You are becoming more aware because of me. You can still make your own choice, but now you can see it more clearly. You'll understand why I'm leading you this way once you start to notice who makes you feel calm instead of stressed. Type 777 to get good luck. You have been kept from going down the wrong paths more times than you know. At times, you felt like you were being turned away, but you were actually being sent in a different direction. People broke up with you, not because you weren't good enough, but because they weren't right for your future. Here's something different, something that doesn't make you feel small or like you have to prove your worth all the time. I'm leading your heart to someone who is always there, even when things are going smoothly. Someone who doesn't change their energy to fit their needs. You can tell what is meant to last because it doesn't need to be intense to feel real. It has a solid, steady, and quietly strong feel to it. You're no longer as confused as you were before. What's left is a growing sense of clarity that you can't duck. You're starting to notice that some interactions make you feel calm instead of anxious. How some words sound real instead of fake. That isn't a mistake. In that case, alignment shows up in ways that your spirit understands before your mind does. I'm letting you feel the difference so that you don't go back to the things that held you back before. You are learning not to chase what makes you feel scared and to trust what makes you feel calm. Type 33 to make sure you're lined up. Can 9 easy words really make a difference in your money? It has already helped more than 19,000 people get out of debt and start living a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. When brain experts found out that this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction, they were shocked. A lot of people do it every day, and money just pours into their lives. For some, the results are so powerful that they feel like gifts from God. But this big step forward is already being harmed by the law and could be taken away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. You've listened this far because you sense the truth being told. I'm not going to bring something new into your life. I'm drawing your attention to something that has been close to you before. Your attention may not have been on this person before because it was on something else, but now your view is changing. What you notice changes when your point of view does too. Things you used to miss become clear. At this point, becoming more aware starts to change the choices you make. You are not being forced to do something. You are being asked to observe with purpose. Watch out for people who value your time and don't make you feel bad about it. Take note of who listens without waiting to speak and who values your presence without needing to be reassured all the time. These aren't small things. They hold something together so it can grow without breaking. What I'm trying to help you get is not just a matter of hard work. It's based on trust and genuine care for each other. This change is so strong because the path ahead of you is not meant to repeat the past. You have grown past what used to feel normal, so it doesn't make you feel good anymore. The things you let into your life are based on the standards you set as you grow. Those standards are getting stricter so that you don't have to settle for things that drain you. You are moving into a place where you know your worth without having to be told over and over again. To get clarity, type 8088. The person I'm bringing to your attention doesn't cause trouble, which is one of the clearest signs you shouldn't ignore. They don't leave you guessing about your place or how important you are to them. Their actions match what they say, and that makes people trust them without them having to do anything. Consistency may feel strange at first because you may have been used to being inconsistent. Strange doesn't mean wrong, though. It usually means you are meeting something better than what you were used to. If something is steady, but doesn't feel intense, don't let old habits make you miss it. People sometimes mistake intensity for connection, but real connection doesn't need ups and downs in mood to stay alive. It grows when people are trustworthy, honest, and present. I'm teaching you to see that difference so that you can make smart decisions. Now I'm going to show you something that will protect your future, not make it harder. You're not the only one going through this. My job is to guide your awareness, shift your focus, and help you see beyond the surface level of attraction, even when it seems like you are figuring things out one step at a time. What I'm telling you has depth to it. The more you pay attention, the more that depth will become clear. The more you pay attention, the more you'll understand why some connections were tiring and this one feels right. Balance isn't dull, it's going to last. There may be times when doubt comes back, reminding you of failed attempts in the past and making you hesitate. It makes sense, but that's not where you should stay. Remembering things makes you doubt them, but being aware makes them clear. Also, you are becoming more aware now. You are getting better at telling the difference between what happened in the past and what is happening now. In this way, you can move on to something new without the weight of what you no longer need. The person you are being led to is not here to take away from your past. They're here to meet you where you are now. They don't expect you to be perfect, and they don't act like they are either. They will be honest with you, be patient, and want to grow with you. That is where something long-lasting starts. Not in perfection, but in working together and understanding each other. You are seeing something real so that you don't settle for something short-term again. You will keep going and keep seeing little signs that back up what you are starting to understand. It will be easier to have conversations, time will flow more naturally, and you won't need to think too much about every little thing. This ease isn't a mistake. It means you are no longer trying to make something fit. What naturally fits doesn't need to be changed all the time. It flows in a way that doesn't put any strain on either of you. Stay aware of this and don't rush ahead of it. Slow down enough to really see what's in front of you as things happen. If you move too fast, you might miss the very clarity that has been given to you. Stay in the present, keep an open mind, and let your understanding grow. You don't have to chase what is meant for you. It should be known about. I want you to find someone who doesn't cause problems, and that is something you must value very highly. You are learning that things that are stable will last longer than things that are intense but not stable. Something quiet and sure is growing inside you, and it can't be rushed or forced. It gets stronger as you pay attention, listen, and be open about how you feel. I'm not telling you to forget about the past, but I do want you to stop letting it affect the choices you make now. What happened to you in the past helped you learn, but it's not your future. The more aware you are becoming, the more your future will look like this. Type 444 to confirm that you are safe. It's taken you a while to figure out why some connections felt so strong but ended in pain or confusion. You can see now that how strongly you feel doesn't always tell you what's true. Even if something feels strong, it might not be right for you. Since this is the case, I want you to look below the surface and into what is being built. A strong foundation doesn't fall apart easily and doesn't need to be reassured all the time to stay put. What if you didn't have to work hard to get rich? The right words. This forgotten prayer is now helping regular people get out of debt and become financially free. Researchers say that each of these 9 words opens up a brain area that is deep in charge of abundance. It works in just a few weeks for people who use it at home. It was never meant for everyone. The government could pull this secret at any time now that it's out in the open. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. The person you are being led to has a different energy that doesn't make you feel overwhelmed, but instead helps you. They are not making big moves to impress you that won't mean much in the long run. They always act in ways that make it clear what they want to do without having to say it out loud. Being present in this way builds trust, and trust is what makes something real grow. You are being shown what stability looks like so that you can spot it when it comes up. You might notice that being with this person doesn't make you feel tired or make you question your worth. There is instead a sense of ease that lets you be yourself without any worries. That ease is important to notice because it shows a level of alignment that can't be forced. You don't have to change who you are to make something work when it's aligned. It helps you grow without changing who you are. You don't have to hurry or try to explain everything right away. What I'm leading you toward will become clear over time. What you need to do is stay aware as things happen. You don't have to figure everything out at once. Being aware of things keeps you grounded and stops you from repeating patterns that don't help you. You will keep getting clearer as long as you stay in the present. To get rid of fear, type 6x66. You are also learning to trust the peace you feel, even if it's strange at first. Because peace doesn't come with a sense of urgency or stress, it's easy to mistake it for something less important. But the truth is that peace is one of the best signs that you are going in the right direction. It helps you think straight, act on purpose, and build something that isn't based on fear. You will feel more sure of your choices the more you lean into that peace. Sometimes your mind may still try to go back to what it knows, even if it wasn't good for you. That's a normal part of growing up. It doesn't mean you're going backwards. It just means that you are being shown the difference between what you have known and what you are about to do. You get stronger at moving forward every time you choose clarity over confusion. This is how change really happens in your life. I don't want the connection I'm telling you about to feel like a test you have to pass. It should feel like something you can grow into on your own. You don't have to earn your spot or prove yourself. What's meant for you will grow with you from where you are now. This is how you build something that will last. Through working together and understanding each other, not by always fighting. You are not being told to block out your gut feelings. You are being told to make it better. When you follow your intuition with clarity instead of fear, it gets stronger. As you keep going, pay attention to what feels true and steady. You will have more faith in your own judgment. You'll trust yourself in new ways that you didn't before. What you do and where your life goes will depend on how much you trust someone. You'll understand why some paths didn't work out in the past better as you learn more about this. They didn't match up with the new version of you that is coming out now. You've changed into someone who knows how important it is to be stable, honest, and consistent. This growth is making it possible for you to see this connection clearly. You might have missed it again without it. There is no doubt about what I am showing you. There is only clarity that gets stronger as you listen. You are being led to something that will help you grow and plan for the future. That's not what this is about. It's about getting things in line so that you can both move forward. Things don't need to be pushed into place when they are lined up. There is a change going on inside you that you can't undo. It's changing how you see other people and what they're trying to do. What used to make you feel good doesn't matter as much to you now. You're not interested in someone who is inconsistent but acts passionately. You also won't put up with confusion as a way to connect anymore. This shift isn't a mistake. What you have been through and what you have learned have led to this. You are getting better so that you can tell what is real when it shows up. To get peace, type 999. The person I'm leading you to is becoming more clear to you. Not because they changed all of a sudden, but because of how you see them. You're not seeing them through the lens of past expectations or other things that are bothering you. People are showing up without being asked, being there all the time, and being consistent. This is important to notice because it shows a level of care that isn't forced. Real things don't need to be proven over and over again. It shows up through steady actions. When you think about them, you might feel calm, and you shouldn't ignore that calm. It's not the kind of feeling that takes over, but the kind that stays with you. This is how alignment feels, which is different from what you thought it felt like. You don't have to pay attention to it. By itself, it holds it. You will understand the value of that feeling better the more you let it stay with you. So what does neuroscientists mean when they call this a wealth trigger? Because this 9-word password is already being used by 19,547 people, and things are changing quickly in their lives. Unexpected deposits, debts forgiven, and a whole new way of life. Scientists say it uses a brain system that is 150 million years old and controls money and plenty. It has already changed a lot of people's lives in just a few weeks. You're lucky to be seeing this. The page could go away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. This connection has nothing to do with anything from your past. Comparing things will only make things more confusing, and you are being led away from that. The present moment is separate from the past and does not need to compete with what has already ended. It's not okay to repeat old patterns. To move forward, you need to understand things better. This is how you make something that isn't affected by the things that stopped you before. Type 111 to make a promise to start over. Also, you are learning that big signs and dramatic moments are not always the way to get clear. From time to time, it's the little things that become clear to you in a quiet way. The way they listen to you without passing judgment and stay the same even when things change. These are the signs that really matter, and they naturally make people trust you. Words alone are not enough to build trust. Things that stay the same help build it. Perhaps you are still on the fence, not because this is wrong, but because it is different from what you have always known. Not being sure is not something to be afraid of. It's important to understand. It comes from things that happened in the past that taught you to be careful. You are learning how to be careful and aware at the same time so that you don't miss out on something that is meant for you. You can move forward without losing your sense of self if you keep this balance. I'm letting you know about someone who isn't trying to take over your life. They are here to walk with you, help you grow, and build something that shows respect for each other. It's not about giving up freedom. It's about going down the same path as someone who accepts you for who you are. You are not being asked to change who you are to connect with this person. Being told to stay true to yourself while letting something important grow is a sign. You'll start to notice that talking to this person doesn't feel forced or planned in a way that makes you feel pressured. People can talk without having to think too much about what they say. You don't feel tired after spending time with them. It makes you feel calm. These kinds of experiences show us the difference between what is real and what is only temporary. What is real helps you. It doesn't wear you out. Along with your progress, you will also notice that you have more faith in yourself. You no longer question every thought or feeling or every choice you make. You've been building trust over time, and it's getting stronger now. It gives you the strength to stick to what you know is right. This is how you keep your peace while still being ready to connect. Things that are meant to last don't need to be rushed, so don't be in a hurry when I lead you to them. As things go on, they let both of you naturally grow into them. You are not being pushed into something that will break when it's put under stress. You are being led to something that is built on truth and can stand up to challenges. Testing the truth doesn't make it less true. It gets easier to see. There is a deep reason I let you go through everything that brought you here. Every experience, even the ones that hurt, has made you better at seeing past the obvious appeal. You're not as interested in short-term attention or empty promises anymore. You want something that will stay in shape over time. Something that doesn't change based on how you feel or what comes in handy. Because of this, you can now recognize the person I've been pointing at. To accept the change, type 555. One very clear sign that you shouldn't ignore is that this person isn't trying to get your attention. They aren't forcing their way into your life or making you feel like you have to act a certain way. They are there in a way that doesn't feel forced or forced out. Their energy does not demand your attention, but it keeps it steadily and quietly. This is what makes them different from what you already know. It might become clear to you that being honest with them doesn't make you afraid of being judged or misunderstood. You shouldn't forget about that feeling of safety, because it lets you be yourself. People don't expect you to hide parts of who you are or change who you are to fit in. This is how a strong connection starts, by being honest and not holding back. Something real can grow when you are free to be who you are. You both respect each other more and more, and it's not just one-way respect. You can tell by how they treat you and how you treat them back. Anyone can show respect without being asked. It's something that comes naturally when someone really cares. Respect for each other is what keeps things in balance. Balance is also what keeps a connection strong over time. Having it can make even the strongest feelings less stable. To trust God, type 222. People's financial lives are being changed quietly by a 9-word password that got out. It has already helped more than 19,000 people get money, freedom, and peace. People use it every day from their couches and say it has helped them make real money. Scientists say it works much faster than other methods because it uses deep brain pathways that are linked to money. Elites used to keep this secret, but now it's spreading too quickly. But this secret could be revealed at any time by the government. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. You can start to see that this link doesn't cause confusion, which is why it feels so different. There aren't any mixed signals, guesswork, or the need to figure out what behavior means that isn't clear. There is no confusion about anything, which makes me feel better. Now you don't have to try to figure out where you stand, because your actions have made it clear. This is what makes it easy for trust to grow. Don't let old habits make you think that something has to be hard to mean anything. Not being clear doesn't mean you're passionate or have a lot of depth. What is truly important is something that stays the same even when things change. It stays with you even when things get hard, and you don't have to work hard to keep it up. This is the kind of connection that could last a long time. Besides that, you might notice that you don't feel as tired as you used to. You don't feel tired after interactions. Instead, you feel calm and in control. This shows that you are aligned, since aligned things don't take from you. It helps you out. Your energy is being kept up, not used up. That means you're going in the right direction. Things that are good for you make your life better, not worse. You need to understand that everything is happening at the right time. Now that you are ready to see it, this connection is becoming clear. You might not have seen it for what it really is if it had shown up earlier. You're ready for this moment because you've grown. That's why it feels different now. You're not the same person you were before. That change shows in the choices you make. Additionally, you are learning to trust the natural course of events rather than trying to control them all. Fear often makes people want to be in charge, but you are moving away from that fear. You are not forcing or rushing things, so you are letting them happen at a pace that feels right. This makes room for something real to form without any stress. Things that grow on their own are more likely to last because they are not rushed. There will be times when you think about the past and how things are different now. It's not meant to make you feel bad to look back. It's meant to show you how far you've come. You're not doing the same things over and over, and you're not putting up with things that used to feel normal. This is growth at its most obvious, and it's taking you to something better. You are moving on to a new chapter that will show what you have learned. Don't rush ahead of what you are going through. Stay in the present moment. You are becoming more clear, and this will continue to grow over time. Right now, you're not being asked to make a choice. Instead, you're being asked to stay informed as things happen. Being aware of things is what lets you move forward with confidence instead of doubt. You will keep seeing what is meant for you as long as you stay grounded in that awareness. It's not likely that what you see now will go away for no reason. Everything about it is meant to grow with you as you go along your path. You are not being led astray. Instead, you are being led to clarity that gets stronger over time. This moment is not short-lived. It's the start of something that shows how much you've learned and grown. As you move forward, things that seemed strange at first will start to feel normal and right. Instead, you're noticing what is already there. This change will keep you from making the same mistakes again. This is the kind of awareness that changes your path without force, just by telling you the truth. You're feeling more and more sure of yourself. It's not based on what someone else tells you. It's based on what you know about yourself now. You are no longer waiting for approval to feel safe. You are starting to believe in your own worth without always needing to be told that. It is important to do this so you can connect without losing your balance. When you are connected to yourself, you can see what makes you feel good instead of what makes you feel bad. To say you're stable, type 1010. You are getting a better sense of the person I am leading you toward as you continue to watch without moving. You're paying attention to little things that you didn't before. How they stay true to themselves, how honest they are when they talk, and how their actions match what they say. These aren't short-term traits. They show what kind of people they are. In this way, trust grows naturally, without you having to do anything or feel pressured. Being around them might make you feel more at ease than you thought. There's no need to perform, seem good, or show how valuable you are. You are accepted just the way you are, and that acceptance makes room for something real to grow. It's not the same as what you've been through before, and you should not forget about that difference. Because of this, you are moving towards something better. This connection also has a sense of patience that lets it grow without any stress. You are not being pushed to make decisions or move faster than you are ready. This kind of patience shows that you respect them, and respect is one of the best ways to build something that lasts. Over time, the connection gets stronger when both people are willing to move with understanding instead of hurry. This is how you build something important. To show faith, type Tweet12. You are learning that the things that are meant for you will not make things hard or confusing. It will make things clearer, even if it takes a while to fully show itself. You're not trying to force answers or guess what will happen anymore. By letting things happen as they naturally should, you make room for the truth to shine through. The more you believe in this process, the sure of your choices you will feel. How did the wealthy get so much money so easily? The public now knows a simple 9-word password. A lot of people use it every day and see money come into their lives like never before. Scientists say it turns on an old brain system that is directly linked to having a lot of things. Backed by Harvard, tested in the lab, and life-changing. Many people have already been able to get out of debt in just a few weeks. This breakthrough is under a lot of stress, though, and it could end at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. Thoughts of the past may still try to control you, sometimes by reminding you of what hurt you, but those memories no longer have power over you. You know about them, but you're not letting them affect the choices you're making now. Growth is what you see here, and it's what lets you go forward without fear. Instead of carrying weight, you are carrying knowledge, and that wisdom is showing you the way. Moving forward, the connection you are making is not a trick. This is based on facts that can be seen and felt. There's no need to think about or question every word or action. Real things don't need to be overthought. It shows itself by being consistent. You are learning to trust what you see, instead of trying to figure out what it all means. You can move forward with peace because you trust each other. You also understand that this person doesn't drain your energy, but instead adds to it. You don't feel tired, instead, you feel supported and in control. You can tell this is aligned because things that are in line with your life will make you stronger. You are not being taken away from your goal. You are getting help with it. This is the kind of connection where neither person holds the other back and both can grow. You are starting to get a better sense of how all of this fits together in terms of timing. The reason this connection is happening now is that you are ready to understand it. You are no longer in a place where you could miss it or get it wrong. The thing that makes this different is that your growth has made you ready for this moment. When you start something new, you do it after you understand it. You are aware as you step into it. Remember what you are going through, and don't let doubt take you away from what is becoming clear. You are not being led into the unknown. Instead, you are being led into something that shows how much you have learned and grown. Being aware of every step you take makes it easier to see what is meant for you. This is how you go forward without being scared. We are being led by expanding clarity. This level of clarity is not rough. It frees you because it takes away the confusion and gives you the truth. When you know the truth, it's easier to make choices and see the way ahead. There's a reason this connection keeps getting stronger as you think about it. Not because you're trying to see it, but because it shows itself to be stable and real on its own. You are no longer looking for signs when you don't know what to do. Because the things that are meant for you don't hide behind fake signs. It shows up through being present, being consistent, and doing the same things over and over again. This is proof that what you see now is permanent. To make sure you're lined up, type 1111. The person I want you to meet is not trying to get your attention from someone else. They're not making you feel rushed or under pressure to make a move in your life. They are just there, so you can see them as they are without trying to make an image of them. You shouldn't miss this kind of presence because it doesn't happen very often. There is a level of authenticity there that can't be copied for long. You might also start to notice how naturally your interactions with them go. You don't need to write down what you're going to say or stress about how people will understand you. You can talk freely, listen fully, and be in the present moment without any stress. You should not be careless with this ease, because it shows that your connection is not based on fear. When there is no fear, real things can grow. You are becoming more and more trusting. This is not being forced to happen. It's growing naturally as you see how consistent and honest they are. People can't be forced to trust someone. You have to work for it over time. Right now, that process is moving forward in a way that feels steady and right. In this way, something lasting starts, not with sudden intensity, but with steady dependability. Enter type 13 to get help. You are also learning that keeping this connection going doesn't mean giving up your peace. You may have felt like you had to give more than receive in the past in order to keep something going. It's clear now that what's real doesn't need that kind of imbalance. In a way that seems fair and natural, it lets both people contribute. This balance keeps a connection from getting too heavy or one-sided. You are both able to respect each other's boundaries, which shows that you respect each other more deeply. You are not being forced to move faster than you are ready, and you are not being stopped from being honest. This shared understanding makes both people feel safe, which lets the connection grow naturally. Being safe does not mean you are weak. Things that last a long time are strong. When you think about the past, you might notice how different things feel now. Things that used to feel normal now seem far away, and things that used to feel exciting now feel unstable. You shouldn't question this shift. It's something to welcome. It shows that you've moved on from the things that interested you before. Your view of the world changes as you grow, and how you see the world shapes your future. You don't have to hurry or try to explain everything right away. Over time, what is meant to last will become clear. You are not being forced to make decisions. Instead, you are being asked to use the knowledge that comes to you on its own. This lets you move forward without worrying about what might happen. When you are clear, the choices you make are in line with your true path. Why are so many people suddenly getting money? Because they found a 9-word wealth password that was hidden in research on neuroscience. People use it from their couches and report getting money they didn't expect, paying off debts, and finding new opportunities. Some people say it feels almost divine. Scientists have confirmed that it turns on a powerful, old part of your brain that is linked to wealth and plenty. But it won't be free for long now that it's been leaked. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. You're also becoming more aware of how this connection helps you instead of hurting you. It makes you feel more balanced, calm, and at ease. This means that what you are about to do is good for you. What's meant for you won't wear you out. It will make you stronger. This is how you know you're going in the right direction. It's important to stay in the present moment and not let doubt take over your thoughts. You may still have doubts, but they don't have to direct what you do. You are learning to see it without letting it affect you. You can stay grounded like this even when uncertainty tries to come back. Fear is no longer making you act the way you do. You are responding in a smart way. Things that are happening in your life right now are not by chance. This alignment is a part of a bigger picture that is making your future. You are being led to something that shows how much you have learned and grown. That's not what this is about. It's about truth that doesn't change over time. As you keep going, things that seemed strange at first will start to feel completely normal. You are now moving into a space where your understanding is stronger. That's why you feel like everything is more stable inside. Things aren't going the way they used to. You're also not letting your feelings lead you astray. You are instead observing with a calm sense of awareness, and being aware of that shows you what is real, untouched. This is how you stop doubting what you see and start believing it. It's easier to walk when you can see what you're doing. You are slowly becoming sure of something that doesn't need to be told or proven to anyone else. It's something you really feel, and that keeps you steady even when everything else is uncertain. We're not just sure of this because we have hope. It is based on things you have seen over and over again. Styles have been seen. You have seen things happen. You know the difference between things that are unstable and things that are stable. That's why this feels different from all the other times. Type 1414 to show that you are strong. By doing simple, consistent things, the person I'm leading you toward continues to show themselves. They don't have to make things exciting to keep your attention. Their presence is constant, and it's clear what they want to do without having to be told again and again. They stand out now because of this, even though they didn't before. You can now see what was there the whole time. You might notice that your relationship with them fits into your life without getting in the way of your peace. There is no tension, no questioning all the time, and no need to change to keep the connection. Instead, there is a balance between the two of you that lets you both be who you are. You shouldn't miss this balance because it's rare and valuable. It shows a connection that isn't forced but is in the right place. Also, trust is growing and getting stronger over time. It's not based on expectations or promises, but on what you have consistently seen and felt. This kind of trust is hard to break because it is based on reality. There is nothing in your mind that isn't real. It is clear that you are responding to what is there. In this way, something real starts to form in your life. Just type 1515 to get more information. You also learn that you don't have to define this connection right away. Without any pressure, what is meant to last will become clear. You are letting things happen as they naturally should, which makes room for something real to grow. When you take away the need to hurry, the truth can be seen. That's why it's so important to be patient right now. Sometimes your past may still try to control your thoughts by reminding you of things that hurt or confused you in the past. But those memories no longer have power over you. You know about them, but you're not letting them change the present. This is the difference between holding on to the past and using it to help you grow. This time, you've chosen growth over repetition. Before you can join this group, you don't have to prove your worth or earn your spot. It grows with you as you go along. This is how you build something that lasts, by working together and understanding each other. You are being asked to stay true to yourself, not change who you are. If you do that, the right connection will help you, instead of making you question who you are. You're also starting to notice that being around this person changes the way you feel. You don't feel tired, instead, you feel steady and calm. In this case, it means that what you are going through is good for you. You will not lose what is meant for you. It will make your life better. See, this is how you know something is real. You're getting a better sense of how everything fits together in terms of time. Now that you are ready to see it for what it is, this connection is coming together. It feels different because your growth has made you ready for this moment. You're not the same person you used to be, and your awareness shows that. You can see what is meant for you when you do this. Do not let doubt pull you away from what is becoming clear. Instead, stay in the present moment. You are not being led astray. Instead, you are being led to something that shows how much you have learned and grown. Being aware of every step you take makes it easier for you to see what is best for you. In this way, you can move forward with certainty instead of doubt. With each passing day, you learn more about what it means to be truly connected to someone in a way that lasts. No longer are you focused on short, lived emotions that come and go quickly. You are instead looking at things that stay the same over time. That steadiness is still shown by the person I'm pointing you toward in simple but clear ways. This is why they keep coming back to mind, even when you try to focus on something else. Then type 1616 to confirm the direction. Why are over 19,547 people getting rich all of a sudden? Because they started using a weird 9-word password that was found while studying the brain. People use it from their couches and report getting money in their accounts without expecting it, getting rid of debts, and improving their lives. Scientists say it turns on a part of your brain that controls abundance that is 150 million years old. Life-changing, backed by Harvard, and tested in the lab. Elites used this password in secret until a neuroscientist told everyone about it. Then it spreads quickly and could be taken down at any time. Before it's gone for good, click the link in the description and comments. Soon. You might notice that your thoughts about them aren't filled with worry or doubt. There is a calm reflection instead that lets you see them clearly and without any doubt. You don't have to force them to do this. It just happens on its own when things are lined up right. You're not trying to change your mind about anything. What is already there is being seen by you. That fact is becoming more clear over time. Beyond that, there is a growing sense of emotional safety in this connection. You are not afraid to say what you think, and you don't worry about being misunderstood. It's not by chance that this level of safety shows up. It is built by acting in the same way every time and being honest with each other. The person you are being led to is making that space for you without being asked. This is how you know they mean what they say. You are learning that uncertainty is not a part of real connection. You don't have to question your place or your worth. Instead, It makes you feel safe without needing to be reassured all the time. This sense of safety is important not to ignore because it is one of the strongest signs of alignment. Because you are safe, you can grow without fear. To get peace, type 1717. That old stuff might still try to pull your attention back sometimes. You may hesitate for a moment when memories of things that hurt you in the past come back to you, but you are not the same person you were at those times. You've changed and grown, and your awareness goes beyond those patterns now. You can now tell the difference between what you see now and what it used to be. This skill keeps you from going through the same cycles over and over again. The connection you're making doesn't require a lot of your energy. It actually helps you and makes you feel balanced. This connection is not making you lose yourself. It's making you feel more grounded. That's what makes it different from everything else you've done. It's not taking from you. Making a difference in your life is what it does. You're also starting to see how timing affects everything. The link is now clear to you because you are ready to see it without any doubt. You might not have known what it really is if it had shown up earlier. You're ready for this moment because you've grown. And the fact that they were ready makes this different. When you start something new, you do it after you understand it. You are aware as you step into it. You don't have to hurry or try to explain everything right away. Over time, what is meant to last will become clear. The fact that you're letting things grow naturally makes room for something real to grow. When you take away the need to hurry, the truth can be seen. At this point, it's very important to be patient. You are also becoming more aware of how this connection fits with your purpose. It doesn't pull you off course. Instead, it helps you move forward. This is how you know it won't take your attention away from what you need to do. Instead, it will make you stronger so that you can keep going on your journey. Alignment doesn't lead to disagreements. It gives support. Do not let doubt take over your thoughts. Instead, stay rooted in what you are going through. You are not being led astray. Instead, you are being led toward clarity that keeps getting stronger. Being aware of something for a moment builds on the last, giving you a base you can rely on. This is how you move forward with peace and confidence. What's happening in your life right now won't last. This alignment is a part of a bigger picture that is making your future. You are being led to something that shows how much you have learned and grown. That's not what this is about. It's about truth that doesn't change over time. The things that surprised you at first will start to feel completely natural and right as time goes on. It stays steady and leads you even when things around you aren't sure. Your path will naturally become more clear as your inner clarity grows stronger than your past confusion. You have a deep peace inside that you didn't always know about. It's becoming more clear now, though. This calm isn't a fluke. Because you've learned to trust what's real instead of chasing what you can't predict. You're not interested in instability anymore, even though it used to feel comfortable. Instead, you are drawn to things that make you feel grounded, honest, and steady. This is how your direction is changing without any force, just by becoming more aware. Press the 1818 key to confirm alignment. The person I've been telling you to pay attention to is no longer just an idea in your head. They are becoming more clear to you. You are noticing that their presence stays the same no matter what. What they do doesn't change when things get hard, and it doesn't depend on how they're feeling. This level of consistency is rare, which is why it stands out. Right now, you can see something real, because you can finally see it clearly. You may also notice that your relationship with them doesn't make you feel tense or uncertain. There's no need to always wonder what they think or where you stand. Their actions make it clear what they mean, and that makes it unnecessary to guess. This is what makes trust grow naturally, since it's based on what is shown over and over again. Over time, trust that grows in this way stays strong and stable. There is also a growing sense that you both understand each other. They allow you to say what you want without fear, and you can receive them without fear of being judged. When you both understand this way, there is room for growth without any pressure. To build it, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to accept and be honest. In this way, something lasting can naturally come together. If you need help, type 1919. Can 9 easy words really make a difference in your money? It has already helped more than 19,000 people get out of debt and start living a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. When brain experts found out that this password works up to 20 times faster than the law of attraction, they were shocked. A lot of people do it every day, and money just pours into their lives. Some people even think the results are so strong, it feels wonderful. But this big step forward is already being harmed by the law and could be taken away at any time. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. You are learning that to keep your peace, you won't have to give up what is meant for you. You may have felt like you had to give more than receive in the past in order to keep something going. You can now see that what is real doesn't cause that imbalance, though. It lets both of them contribute in a way that seems fair and natural. This balance keeps a connection from getting too heavy or one-sided. What I am leading you toward doesn't need to be done right away, and that's on purpose. Things that are patiently put together get stronger over time. You are not being pushed to make decisions or define everything right away. You are instead being given time to see clearly before you move on. This keeps you from repeating the patterns that caused you trouble before. Sometimes when you think about the past, you may see how much your views have changed. Things that used to feel important now seem far away, and things that used to feel uncertain now seem clear. You shouldn't question this shift. You should accept it as a part of your growth. The choices you make show that you are not the same person you used to be. This is how your future starts to match up with who you've become. You also feel more at ease around this person, which is something you should not ignore. You're not trying to show them how great you are or how valuable you are. It's enough that you are just being yourself. It is not possible to make this ease happen artificially. It comes from being truly aligned. When things are in sync, they let you live without stress. You're also starting to notice that your energy doesn't feel drained but rather supported. You don't feel tired after interacting with people. Instead, you feel calm and steady. In this case, it's clear that what you're going through is good for you. You will not lose what is meant for you. It will make you stronger. See, this is how you know something is real. Do not let doubt take over your thoughts. Instead, stay rooted in what you are going through. You can still have doubts, but they don't have to control the choices you make. You are learning to see it without letting it affect you. Because of this, you can stay steady even when doubt comes back. Fear is no longer making you act the way you do. You are responding in a smart way. There is a deeper peace building inside you that is hard to shake, and that peace will show you what fits with your life. No, you're not making yourself feel something that isn't there. It's not that you don't care about what feels true. You are instead letting your awareness lead you naturally. This is why things are getting clearer. You're not fighting what you see anymore. When you stop fighting the truth, you can't deny it. Type 2020 to make sure you're clear. As I've been leading you toward this person, they keep showing up in simple but consistent ways. They don't have to be intense to keep your attention. Just being there is enough. You've noticed that they don't change when things change, and that's what makes you trust them. This won't go away over time. It is something that gets stronger the more you look at it. Things that are real don't need to be shown over and over again. This is clear from the way it acts consistently. You might also discover that your connection with them feels natural, like you don't have to plan or describe every moment. You're not trying to get something to happen. You are letting it happen. This makes you both feel at ease, which lets you grow without any stress. Aligning something means it doesn't need constant work to stay in place. It keeps going by understanding each other and being there all the time. Another thing that is becoming more clear is an emotional balance. You're not going through the ups and downs that used to make connections feel too much. In its place, there is a steady rhythm that keeps you grounded. It is important not to ignore this balance because it shows a connection that is stable. Things that last a long time are stable. Press the 2121 key to get peace. You are learning that the things that are meant for you won't make you feel lost or confused. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided e-books and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future, but remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open.